Now on Coast TV News.
Holiday havoc, the impact of travel in a few days from weather that is now west of us. First state surge, a look at the population growth trend in Delaware.
Is Coast TV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Matt Pensick and welcome to Coast TV News Midday. We are working on a gray, damp, late Thursday morning as we check out the live scene right now in Seaford. Our First Alert meteorologist, Bob Trahey, joins us now with a look at First Alert weather. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Matt. Still pretty dreary out there. The good news is the fog has lifted. The visibility is much better, but we're still locked in with the clouds. Some of that patchy drizzle. Here's a look at the visible satellite picture, seeing a lot of white on here, so we're socked in with the clouds. The steady rain is long gone. That left early this morning with low pressure, but we still have more clouds moving up from the Carolinas, so that's ensuring us of a pretty cloudy afternoon. Temperatures in the lower 50s right now, around 50 to 52, 54 in Salisbury. We will creep up another couple degrees, but that's about it. We do have a drier west-northwest breeze, but it's slowly drying us out. We do have a coastal flood advisory for Sussex County. That's until 1 o'clock for some coastal and bayside communities, maybe inundation up to a half a foot. Watch out for that. Here's noon on Futurecast, middle 50s, maybe clouds and some patchy drizzle. Watch out for that. Visibility will be looking better. Middle 50s into the afternoon, still a lot of clouds, maybe a few breaks as we go into the evening hours. So an afternoon fitting for napping, as will be pretty dreary out there. Conditions do improve as we get closer to the new year. I'll take a look at that forecast coming up in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Bob. In other parts of the eastern U.S., some tricky holiday travel after dodging deadly blizzard conditions and ice that slammed the central U.S. earlier this week. Flood watch in effect for more than 10 million people across the Northeast. And Reed Bunyan shows us that weather threat coming as a low-pressure system moves eastward after slamming the plains with a winter blast.
We continue to have new problems that arise. So we'll fix one area and another problem shows up.
Crews from no less than 8 power companies are still working to restore electricity in parts of North Dakota and Minnesota after a Christmas week ice storm toppled hundreds of power poles there.
There's a lot of power lines that are down. It's going to take a long time to put those back up. So time, it's going to take a lot more time than we originally thought.
For some customers, the lights may not be on again until this weekend. For others, it might not be until next week.
Our entire crews have been out working. We have a lot of support staff out there doing assessments. So it's really unknown at this point how long it will take to restore all of the members.
Meanwhile, in South Dakota, snow cleanup is underway after the winter wallop created hazardous road conditions this week. Colorado also getting hit with a wintry blast that made road travel treacherous. The severe winter weather that swept across the plains, upper Midwest, and up into the Northeast is also adding to air travel headaches during one of the year's busiest weeks. I'm Reed Bunyan reporting.
Well, we're still attempting to learn the cause of a fire last night in Laurel. This was just before 9 p.m. Crews from both the Laurel Fire Department and Delmar Fire Department worked to put the fire out in the area of Green Avenue and 7th Street. This morning, we attempted to contact the Laurel Fire Department, but were unable to get an update on damages or any injuries. This morning, Delaware State Police will continue a search for the person who shot a car and injured a 65-year-old man. Troopers say this happened Tuesday on New Hope Road in Ellendale. A man was hurt when an unknown suspect shot at a car where the man, along with 2 others, were sleeping. According to police, the man was taken to a nearby hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. State police say there were no other injuries reported, and at this moment, there is no suspect information available. Well, finding homes in the first state. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, Delaware is the 6th fastest growing state in the country by percentage. The U.S. Census says that over the past year, the population of Delaware has grown by 1.2%. U.S. Census Bureau believes the growth is a result of the country coming out of the pandemic, causing people to move. Another item to note is Delaware's population is now well over 1 million. Just 3 years ago, it was almost 990,000. And again, that's according to the U.S. Census Bureau. It's a sign of the times, or should we really say signs of the times? Drive around Milton, you'll see signs like this encouraging folks to slow down, some of them using clever phrasing. We spoke with one longtime local who says it's a friendly reminder, but he does have a serious undertone.
I just like seeing kids being able to be on the streets playing like I used to growing up, better than being inside on the computers. A lot of people also are walking dogs, so everybody needs to be very aware of the speed and their surroundings.
And recently, the town added electronic speed signs on several roads leading to the downtown area. Well, coming up, transit transformation, a statewide rail line in Delaware could eventually lead to less traffic on the roads in the summer. Coast TV News Midday returns after this.
Intruders are more likely to target homes with dark zones. Take the bullseye off your house and turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a high-tech security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. During the day, it's disguised as a high-tech security camera. It's completely wireless and installs in just seconds. Powered by solar panels, no batteries needed. It adjusts a full 360 degrees. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. But wait, we can also include a second one. Just pay a separate fee. Plus, we'll give you free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. So call 1-800-316-1548 or go to buybionic360.com.
Get ready to soar with the Hawks. Delmarva Sports Network is your exclusive home for UMES Hawks basketball. From the first whistle to the final buzzer, DSN will take you courtside. Experience the excitement of both the men's and women's teams with every dribble, steal, and three-pointer. To see the schedule or watch the games, go to delmarvasportsnetwork.com or download the DSN app. Join us all season long only on the Delmarva Sports Network, your exclusive home for UMES Hawks basketball.
Coming up this week on the Delmarva Home Show. We've got a special episode for you. Maddie and I have toured so many beautiful, unique homes in 2023, and we thought what better way to end the year than recapping our favorites. We hope you'll join us and maybe see one of your favorite home tours on the big screen again too. Celebrate New Year's Eve with us. You can watch the Delmarva Home Show on Sundays at 11:30 a.m. on WBOC.
Welcome to the Ride Home on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. First rule of the ride home, we definitely talk about the ride home. In fact, tell all your friends. Second rule of the ride home, we have fun. Top 10 Tuesday, Would You Rather Wednesday, and every day, you pick the songs on the High Five. And the third rule of the ride home, we don't take ourselves too seriously. You've got enough to stress about. So let me handle the ride home, weekdays from 3 to 7 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3.
Now, developing news in Sussex County, passenger rail service like Amtrak could become available. It's getting a serious look by the State Department of Transportation, and they will begin a study in early 2024 to assess population and the demand for a railway. The line could run from the top of the state to the coast. According to DelDOT, this study comes as a solution, one of the solutions at least, to the heavy traffic on key roads that we all experience during those summer months. We went to Lewis to learn how people there are feeling about having the potential of rail service. Here's what one person told us.
To be able to get to Wilmington or even to Philadelphia, airports, train stations, and so forth would be a real convenience without having to drive all the time.
And DelDOT says it hopes to have the results of this study completed by mid-2025. Does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, would you use passenger rail service in southern Delaware? So let's take a look at the updated results. 81% of you are saying yes, you will. Only 15% say no, and 4% said only if it's on the coast. Also, don't forget to tune in to Coast TV for Sunday Night Football. It is Week 17. Green Bay Packers, Minnesota Vikings. Coverage starts at 7 p.m., and then after that, we will have your hyper local news broadcast after the game.
Still socked in with a lot of clouds out there at Delmarva. Tyndall's Casual Furniture came. You can see the cloud deck. It's beginning to lift. Visibility getting a little better, but still seeing the patchy drizzle. And we still have a chance of some of those showers as we go through the day on Friday. Then drier and cooler for the weekend with a dry and chilly start to 2024. I'll have the forecast taking us into the new year coming up after the break. Stay tuned.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
Come out for the Delmarva Shorebirds Hot Stove Banquet, Thursday, February 8th at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center. Get your tickets today, which include a buffet-style dinner and your opportunity to meet former Orioles pitcher Ben McDonald. Plus, there will be a cash bar and silent auction with sports memorabilia from your favorite MLB and minor league teams. Proceeds benefit the Shorebirds Fly Together Fund. Tickets available now at theshorebirds.com. From the stories you should know.
Some of these areas are just really hard to read.
We're in the air with U.S. Customs and Border Protection.
To the stories you need to know.
Just how scary can it be to have a trained police dog chase you down?
From the stories that change the way you think.
It's the biggest event of the year.
To the stories that affect the way you feel.
Cheers.
Inside Edition.
These are the stories that impact your life.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
Weather shapes our lives. At Coast TV, our First Alert weather team is always at work, ensuring you have the information you need.
So we're looking forward to begin to make its way towards Fenwick Island pretty quickly here.
Because we know how much weather matters to our coastal community.
Make sure you take cover from these storms.
Our promise is to guide, inform, and protect.
Make sure you are remaining weather aware tomorrow.
Weather coverage that prioritizes you. Coast TV and the First Alert weather team. Your safety, our commitment.
It is another gloomy day for Delmarva. We've got a string of them. We had one yesterday, and here we go again today. Gray slate skies. The rain is gone, but we are looking at Gray Beach right now. Gateway Subaru Camp 52 in Ocean City. Visibility much better. You can look out onto the ocean several miles. So at least the fog has lifted. But boy, it was a wet time of it with this system that moved through last night. We picked up a half inch to about an inch of rain. Pretty much what we expected out of this system. A little bit over an inch in Prime Hook. 1.06 inches. Lewis, 0.8. A little shy of that in Georgetown, 0.79. Rehoboth Beach, 6,500. Dagsboro, 6,300. And a half an inch of rain at Bethany Beach. Remember, scan the QR code right there, and you will get more information on our Coast TV weather app. Here's our 5-day temperature trend. Above average for a couple of days. Average high now is 47. We'll be 56 today, 54 on Friday. But then it cools down and it dries out over the weekend. 48 Saturday, New Year's Eve, 50. Looking good for your festivities. New Year's Eve and ringing in 2024, looking at 51 degrees. But right now, it's overcast skies. This is our visible satellite picture. The whiter it is, the brighter it is. That means the clouds are thicker. We've seen some breaks across northern Delaware back into D.C., but we have more clouds floating up from the south now. Surface low pressure that gave us that rain last night continues to move up into New England with rain there. In the meantime, we have a messy trough of low pressure back to the west with rain and snow. And this will be moving east tomorrow and could give us a few showers of rain. We're not worried about snow, just way too warm. We're looking at temperatures right now into the low 50s. Could add another 2 or 3 degrees to that into the afternoon with a northwest breeze slowly drying us out. Coastal flood advisory for coastal Sussex County. Some of those Bayside communities, coastal areas could see a little inundation up to about 6 inches, especially at time of high tide, and we're coming out of a full moon. So it could aggravate the flooding a little bit. Clouds this afternoon, temperatures mid-50s, maybe some patchy drizzle, and mid-50s will do it for highs. Maybe some breaks in the overcast this evening. Otherwise, the clouds fill back in overnight, and we could be dealing with fog again Friday morning with temperatures pretty mild into the upper 40s. So watch out for that dense fog. And Friday will be another mild day with temperatures into the mid-50s. A little cooler at the beaches. And then tomorrow evening, we'll see a little disturbance sweep through. Could give us some showers into the evening until around midnight. And then we finally clear it out Saturday morning, much colder, and highs only into the 40s as we go into that time period. As far as the winter coming in out of the west-northwest, eventually out of the west and west-southwest with time. So eventually that will start to, well, continue to dry us out as we go through the next couple of days. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 56 today, 54 Friday with sunshine and a few showers later on in the evening. We dried out for the weekend, 48 Saturday, 50 New Year's Eve. We ring in the new year, dry on Monday and a high of 51.
All right, thanks, Bob. Coming up, Delaware hidden dollars, the role the first state played in keeping the identity of a big Mega Millions jackpot winner secret. Coast TV News Midday, back in a moment.
Hey there, everybody. Here's what's happening today at 4 o'clock here on Coast Life.
Thursday means that we've got some tasty drama and some tasty tea to spill with our friends at the Spice and Tea Exchange.
That's right, and some of our favorite friends from the Parker Group are going to be here talking about the importance of their relationship with them and their clients.
You know that the Preston Automotive Group is always up to something good, especially when it comes to giving back to the community. We'll check in with them as well.
That's right, all of that and some more happening today at 4 o'clock on Coast Life.
Did you know there's more than one way to sell your home? If you can wait and want top dollar, use a real estate agent. But if you have tight deadlines, need fast cash, or just want to walk away, you might consider a professional home buyer. In less than 30 days, without making any repairs, waiting on buyer financing, or endless negotiations, your home could be sold. Delmarva Dave is here to help. For more information about Delmarva Dave, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Once upon a time in Rehoboth Beach was a lost little elf, his home far from reach. When all of a sudden he saw a twinkling sign, a magical winter village? Could it be mine? His eyes grew wide as he walked through the doors. The North Pole, you say? No, Shellville, of course. A magical maze was his first stop on the tour. Wasting no time at all, he set out to explore. With so much to discover and so much to do, he knew for a fact all his dreams would come true. After all the excitement, he needed a treat, a warm, tasty beverage to help move his feet. No longer did he feel so lost and alone. Our brave little elf had found a new home.
Your week with Wheel.
Everyone is invited.
It's Sweethearts Week.
It's Teachers Week.
Teen Week.
Margaritaville.
Restock the margarita bar.
Thursday at 7 on Coast TV.
When we hear that sound, the competition is on.
12,400. Whoa, he's betting everything. This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy?
Thursday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
Well, Apple will be allowed to sell its newest Apple Watches after an import ban was temporarily paused by an appeals court on Wednesday. A company had stopped selling its Series 9 and Ultra 2 watches last week in response to an International Trade Commission order that found the blood oxygen sensor in the devices infringed on the intellectual property from Simo. Apple filed an appeal Tuesday and is seeking a longer stay. The ITC must reply by early January. Well, we may never find out who bought last August's $1.6 billion lottery ticket in Mega Million. On Wednesday, the Florida Lottery announced that the winner of the Mega Millions jackpot was a limited liability company called Saltines Holdings, LLC. Corporate records show the company was formed in Delaware 30 days after the drawing. Limited liability companies are routinely incorporated in Delaware to take advantage of the state's lenient incorporation laws, which includes anonymity. Coming up, Heart Health Help. We have 3 tips to work on the heart as we head into the new year. But first, the holiday season is here, and with it comes many fun activities for people of all ages to enjoy. One of these, enjoying the holiday lights and decorations put up all over Delmar. But how about this on your screen? Just one of the trees in this house. It is a beautiful tree, all full. You got the bright star on the top. This picture was sent to us by Terry in Georgetown. And we would love to see how you decorate your house for the holiday season. So take a look at your screen. You can send your pictures and videos to coasttvnews.com/holidayhouse. We'll be right back.
Delmarva's Holiday House is brought to you by Bay to Beach Builders.
Doctors, lawyers, teachers, bus drivers, cashiers, librarians, the helpful smile of a helper, a caretaker, a healer, a giver can also hide the deepest suffering. Domestic violence impacts everyone, even our everyday heroes. What Is Your Voice is here to help. Call our helpline at 302-467-3310 or visit whatisyourvoice.org.
Middays with me, April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through your workday.
She can play your favorite song.
She can help you find your furry friend.
The easiest way to get through your workday is with April.
She really makes you feel special.
Hey friends, hang out with me weekdays here on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 each day from 10 to 3.
Glassman, what are you doing?
I decided I wanted to be Santa Glass this year.
You can't do the voice. Stop it.
Come on. At least can we give away all the cool stuff?
It slays the holidays, and this year we're giving a prize a day for the entire month of December.
That includes concert tickets, autographed guitars, drum heads, and more.
From these artists and more.
Slays the Holidays is brought to you by Wilkins Wild Lights.
More details at 935thebeach.com.
Take the DSN app with you wherever you go and never miss a game from your favorite local team. Whether you're on the road, stuck at the office, or out with friends and family, the DSN app notifies you when your team is on live, so you can watch the game as it happens or watch videos on demand. Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV, download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group. From the court to your living room, catch the dribbles and the buzzer beaters. High school basketball lives here on Delmarva Sports Network. Local teams, big dreams.
Fill your week with Wheel.
It's Sweethearts Week.
It's Teachers Week.
Teen Week.
Margaritaville.
Thursday at 7 on Coast TV.
We are just days away from the start of a new year, but before 2023 comes to a close, you can make your health a priority. Mandy Gaither shows us year-end health list to check off before we count down.
If your 2023 health goals didn't quite turn out like you hoped, it's not too late.
The end of the year can be a good time to check in with yourself and make sure that you've done all the things that you need to do to keep yourself healthy.
Dr. Lisa Lamond with Mayo Clinic says first on your year-end checklist, if you haven't done it already, go ahead and get an appointment for a routine wellness exam.
They're going to do a full physical exam. They're going to check routine laboratory studies, and they're going to talk to you about your healthcare screenings.
Scheduling those screenings is next on the list. They vary depending on age, health and family history, and gender, but consider screenings for certain types of cancer, high blood pressure or high cholesterol, diabetes, osteoporosis, sexually transmitted diseases, and mental health conditions like depression or anxiety. Also, make sure you're up to date on your vaccinations.
It is not too late to get your flu or updated COVID vaccines. And there is a new vaccine that's available for RSV.
Lamont says to put heart health on your list, eating right and being active can help that. And finally, make good quality sleep a priority.
In order to help improve your sleep, try to avoid looking at screens for at least 30 minutes prior to bedtime. And also remember to exercise during the daylight hours.
For Health Minute, I'm Andy Gaither.
Weather-wise, still, well, lots of clouds out there. Beginning to dry it out on the boardwalk right now in Rehoboth, but gray slate skies, great napping weather conditions as we go into the afternoon. Dreary, cloudy, and drizzly. Our weather does improve into the weekend with more sunshine and cooler temperatures. Also looking good for the New Year's Eve festivities. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up after the break.
Shift gears for success with the DSN Scholar Athlete Award. Brought to you by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Each month we'll award a $1,000 scholarship to a Delmarva High School senior who excels in sports and in the classroom.
It's tapped home. Oh, what a hit!
They must have at least a B average or higher and a drive for good sportsmanship.
Nominate your champion today on the Features tab on DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
The DSN Scholar Athlete, driven by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
So, why do people open up differently here?
You are too much, Tamron Hall.
Reveal things they've never told before.
Ooh, Tamron. I don't think I've ever said this out loud.
Do things they've never done before.
Let me take these teeth out.
So keep your light shining. Because it's how she makes you feel.
Happiness, joy.
It's how you make her feel. There's only one Tamron Hall.
Thursday at 3 on Coast TV.
From the stories you should know.
Some of these areas are just really hard to read.
We're in the air with U.S. Customs and Border Protection.
To the stories you need to know.
Just how scary can it be to have a trained police dog chase you down?
From the stories that change the way you think.
It's the biggest event of the year.
To the stories that affect the way you feel.
Cheers. Cheers.
Inside Edition.
These are the stories that impact your life.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
Welcome to the ride home on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. First rule of the ride home, we definitely talk about the ride home. In fact, tell all your friends. Second rule of the ride home, we have fun. Top 10 Tuesday, Would You Rather Wednesday, and every day you pick the songs on the high five. And the third rule of the ride home, we don't take ourselves too seriously. You've got enough to stress about. So let me handle the ride home, weekdays from 3 to 7 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3.
The iconic New Year's Eve ball in Times Square just got bigger and brighter as it readies for its big night Sunday. The ball has more than 2,600 crystal panels, and with a bow tie to match, the design comes through a partnership with the Fontainebleau Las Vegas that remembers a time when Times Square used to be known as the bow tie. Seems like a big effort, Bob, to be part of New Year's Eve there, but I know people like to go there and do it. Not I. You know, I grew up in New York, did not want to do the Times Square thing. Once they put you in those pens, you're there for about 12 hours. Remember, no bathroom breaks either. Yeah.
So you got to be pretty hardy to hang out there. We are looking at clouds for Delmarva today. Maybe some patchy drizzle, maybe some upper 50s. I'm thinking around 55. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. More sunshine on Friday, but still a chance of some evening showers on Friday, 54. We do cool it down into the weekend. 48 Saturday, New Year's Eve, a high of 50 with sunshine. Looking good for your New Year's Eve festivities. We ring in the new year, 51 degrees. Pretty chilly as we go into next week. Looks like our next chance of precipitation comes on Friday with some showers and 45.
Thanks, Bob, and thank you for being with us on Coast TV News Midday. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. Don't forget to join us later for Coast TV News at 5. Until then, have a great Thursday, everybody.